Hi guys, how are you? I'm CWS and today I'm gonna show you how to create this. Okay, I made this dubstep bass and now I'm gonna show you how to make it. So first of all, I want to say that I use two sounds, the main bass, this one, and another bass, the sub, this one. Okay, now let's talk about the principal sound, the main sound, this one. Okay, I create the preset by myself and now I'm gonna explain. So first of all, you can see that I use the two oscillators, both of the oscillators, and oscillators 1 is set to spectral monster number 1. Okay, and I turn down the octave by -1. Okay, I use the only one voice. I not use the other ones because I want to mono the sound. Okay, I took an asymmetrized plus or minus distortion. I think this one is the distortion, yeah, and I set it to about half. Okay, -1, -2 it's the same. Okay, and I use the second oscillator set it by the triangle wave, so I didn't change the principal wave. I switched down as I did to the first one to -1 octave. Okay, I took one voice as this one, and I just turned down the volume over here. Okay, I'm not going using a filter. I tried to add a filter, but I didn't get the result. So I switch on I turn on the noise, set it to the analog bright white, the simple white noise. Yeah, I turn on the volume just about 9 o'clock. Yeah, I didn't use 100%. I took it about 16%. Okay, and in the first screen I just I changed the value of the LFO. I use the LFO to modulate the wavetable position of the oscillator A. Okay, the LFO number 2 to modulate the distortion, of course, of oscillator A. Okay, oscillator LFO number 1 is set it to 1/2 2. Yeah, and the oscillator 2 is set it to bar because I wanted the two different speed of the modulators. Okay, LFO number 1 is sent to the wavetable position, and I dragged it until about 84% in the wavetable position. So when the sound starts, it begins from the 0 and it goes to 84. Sorry if my English isn't so perfect. Okay, let's see what I did in the FX screen, in the FX table. Yeah, I tried to add an hyperdimension, but it didn't convince me. I wasn't so sure to the result. So instead of I use a distortion, set it to sine fold. I didn't change anything here. I changed anything here. I just took the LFO number 1 to modulate the mix, the final presence of the distortion. Yeah, I use it until about 29% or 28 or 30. Doesn't change so much. Let's take it to 29. Oh god, 30. Okay, it's the same. Of course, I used a compressor, set it by the threshold in minus 14.6 dB. I didn't compress so much, so I took a ratio about 1.2 to 1. Okay, quite long attack. I mean 61.2 milliseconds. Pretty the same the release. Okay, and 100% the mix. Of course, I turned on the multiband section. Okay, I used an equalizer because I want to create this this notch. As you can see, while I play a note, okay, the notch moves between this range. Yeah, it is modulated by LFO number 2. I put the LFO over here and I dragged it until it reached the 0. Okay, so it starts to the 100% and switch to the 0, to this velocity, to this speed. Yeah. Okay, no other effects as added to the principal VST, but as you can see over here, I switched to 12 range. I set the range of the pitch to 12, and I'm going to show you why I did. But first of all, let's talk about the effect. The effect I used into the Serum. Okay, so first of all, as I do in every VST, every sound I use in FL Studio, I equalized it. Okay, so I cut oh my god, the low bass section, because it is here in the sub bass, and so I didn't want to overlap many frequencies. I mean, yeah. Okay. So I didn't boost so much the default frequencies. I just cut the high part of the sound. Okay, and to the second equalizer, I create 2 different modulations of the frequency. I create a bell here. I create this low pass filter here, and the other one is the notch created to the 5th modulator. Okay, and I'm gonna show you how, after I explain all the section of the mixer. Sorry. Okay, third effect is the fast dist, a little distortion. Okay, I use it because if you can hear it without and with, the difference is not so how can I say, you can hear by playing the sound, it's better. Okay, I added a vocodex. The vocodex is the main modulator, I think, because I automated I think 3 no, I didn't modulate the vocodex. Oh god, why? It doesn't matter. Okay, vocodex I set it wet about 3 o'clock. Okay, the soundizer about 0.5%. Okay, just I turn down the modulator. Okay, the carrier. I switch off the draft. Okay, 100% the bandwidth. Okay, about 0 the modulator bandwidth multiplier. Yeah, I'm reading here. Okay, I switch to the 100 to the left the modulator, the pitch. Okay, I set 35 to the band's distribution. As you can see, if I turn up and turn down this knob, more or less bands are affected by this modulation. Yeah. Okay. I just took about 4 milliseconds the hold, quick attack, quick release, and just a random set to the bandwidth. You can right click to a point and create the wave you represent. You want to represent, sorry. And another thing is the BandCamp multiplier. Same thing. Random set, and this is the results. Okay. Let's turn down. And last important thing is the equalizer. I equalized another time because when I add all these effects, okay, the sounds were modified. So to cut another time the frequencies, I think it was better make this okay, add this equalizer. Okay. The 2 limiters are because I want to sidechain the sound. So if you see here, it is set it to the compression. Sidechain number 2, I think it's the snare of the beat, and number 1 is of course the kick. Okay. I made an old tutorial about sidechain, so if you have doubts, you can go watch it. Yeah. Last thing is the Maximus to compress the full sound. Okay. I made a sort of master compression, so I turned down the peak here, and I just boost a little more opposite the bass, because I didn't make a bassy sound here. Okay, it's a bass, but the sub frequencies are here into the silent. Okay, stop. So compression here, sidechain here, equalization here, and the principal equalization here. This is the modulator tab, where you can see the 3 knobs which works, and we are gonna see how. Okay, the 2 distortions and anything else. Yeah, so let's see what happens. Okay, I told you that the first modulation were into the Serum, as you can see. The LFO works into the Serum, but when I exported the sound to the playlist and I added the effects, I automated this value, the frequency of the 3 filters, okay, and I put into the playlist here. as you can see, band 5 frequency envelope, band 4 frequency envelope, and stop with the frequency because this is the automation of the LFO number 1. So if we come back to the to the Serum and we play the track, we can see that the value of the rate of the LFO changes by following this automation. Okay, how I did this, how I made this. Correct. Left click, no moving, no switching the knob, but only left clicking. Tools, last tweaked, create automation clip. This is the section where you can automate your external VST values. Okay, and then drag, design, do what you want to create the sound. I make this pretty random design, okay, to the band 5 envelope. If you see, not this one, this one. If you see the second equalizer, okay, and play the track. The design of the automation, and same thing make the band 4, okay, the LFO, and as you remember, I told you that I changed to 12 the pitch range of the Serum. Of course, I made this because I want to automate the the main pitch. Yeah. It starts to 0, to the default, okay, and it follows the line, reaching the maximum value, okay, the 12 cents more, so 1 octave up, okay, comes down, comes up, etc. Okay, last thing I did, is filtering the sound by the 7th knob, this one. Fast movement to cut here, and cut here. Okay, now other thing I did to create this sound. So this is the end of the tutorial. I want to tell you that I'm going to load not only the sound but the full project, the full mini project, yeah, to make you know how I work, and to give you the exactly configuration of the automation. If you have any doubts, if you have questions, please let me know, write into the comments, and follow my page, my channel, and in general my music. Thanks to you. Bye guys.